So, enough about interventions. What about prevention? So, I've put up here some lovely pictures of things that might count as preventative measures. So instead of a treatment, instead of treating anxiety and depression, the aim with prevention is to prevent it occurring in the first place. And maybe you can work out what these would represent, but this one here is friendship and community. So there is evidence to suggest that being part of a community and being in a strong social support network can prevent anxiety and depression developing. The one down here is yoga or exercise. Again, another aspect of prevention that has evidence that it prevents anxiety and depression. And finally, we have nature and being surrounded by nature and natural environments, another preventative measure which has evidence to support preventing anxiety and depression, although there are many others, and I would encourage you to research them. So let's go a little bit more into prevention and versus intervention. So preventive psychology essentially could target the most vulnerable children before disorders appear, children or young people. And it aims at those with increased vulnerability but without symptoms. So there aren't symptoms showing yet. So they're not showing symptoms of anxiety and depression, but they might be more vulnerable. And this might be due to environmental factors, such as a poor upbringing or maybe maltreatment in your upbringing. However, as you can see in the next paragraph, whilst targeting all maltreated children seems ideal, it's not practical due to funding constraints. So again, there are a lot of people who go through, maltreatment during their childhood, but instead what the prevention approach tries to do is focus on who might be the highest risk individuals within this group and identifying them and intervening before they develop symptoms of depression and anxiety could go some way to reduce the epidemic of youth anxiety and depression. And here is a study on some of the factors that might be preventative factors to prevent anxiety and depression from developing in the first place. And you can split these up, or as Bowes et al. Has in her study, she split it up in